Hi dear friends, start with our Brahmana. Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Swastham. Yesterday we have discussed about what is digital signature, very important topic, and there we have been seen how it differs from the manual signature and also electronic signature. Today's world they need integrity and security and with accuracy. That is why the digital signature was very popular, and most of the organization, including our governmental organizations, institutes, even business persons, they are using digital signature. Today we will discuss about yet another topic of our internet security, regarding security, how it secure to our internet, that is called firewall. Now what is the role of a firewall, why it is needed? So if we will discuss, first we will think about the first security to our computer or software or hardware. We have been used antivirus because the virus is the most, or you can call it as number one enemy to the computer still now also. And there are so many antivirus are available like Kaspersky, AVG, K7, Avira, etc. And these are, if we will say, very good to protect virus. But firewall is the demerit that it cannot protect virus. We have to have use antivirus. Now if we have antivirus, then why we will use firewall and why we need firewall? That is the very important topic we have to know about this firewall. As the name suggests, its name called as, it is a wall which is a firewall. ଯଦି ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହିବା ତାହେଲେ ଜଳୁଥିବା କାନ୍ଥ. And most of the people they have been used their commonly a boundary to protect their house, and these boundaries were called as compound walls. But it will more than your compound walls to protect your device, not only device, also to the network. That is the name called as firewall. And this is a one security tool that is used by most of the organization, which should protect not only to your hardware and software components or PC, even also it can protect your server physically as well as logically. And one firewall can protect more than 2 or 3 PCs or servers in an entire network. Generally, this firewall is required for a LAN, local area network, which can protect the unauthorized access from other networks. Generally, it is found in nearest any gateway or ISP also, because they also should protect their resources from outsider, if we will say. So it is a gateway, mini gateway, of two interconnected networks. So let us see what is the meaning. A firewall network security system is the combination of both hardware and software. So this is a one kind of device which includes its own software like router. So which can connect both in kind of physically and logically with wired or wireless to the internal network and the external network, in between internal network and external network. If we will say internal network, if you have IT lab or computer lab, to protect the unauthorized access or unnecessary things or that may hamper to our PCs or software, we have to install firewall which can protect from our unauthorized access from any other network and basically from internet. Today the firewall is most important security tool or software for every organization, because any organization, they are not confined within its boundary, they are also access the information from outside the boundary, and to protect to their own resource, so they have to purchase and they have to install the firewall nearest of their network area. Now what are the types of firewall today? Basically the firewall are coming in four types. Number one, network layer or packet filter firewall. Why it is called packet filter firewall? It is a specialized type of firewall that does not allow any packets to pass through the firewall directly unless they match the established rule set. I am explaining you. If you have a network layer or filter firewall, and basically it is installed in most of the VPN, virtual private network, for network layer, other networks. So totally when the data packets are coming and going from outside inside, and this filtered firewall is very important for military installations. You know that how much confidential data they have. Each and every packet that cannot pass through firewall without the permission of their network administrator or firewall administrator. Each packet will be filtered or passed and get permitted, then only if they allow, then only it can pass through the firewall. And it can be acts in two types of different. You can use this network layer firewall or packet firewall in two subcategories. One is called stateful firewall or stateful network firewall. Another is stateless network firewall. As the meaning is suggests, stateful is complete. Stateless means partial. How? Now they need different kinds. It is not always possible that network firewall, when you install, they have two options. It will completely block the data packets. Each data packet will be passed, then permission is written. Then it is called stateful firewall, where it will watch entire network from end to end. I am telling end to end, every path or every source point to destination point it will allow, and that is why the transmission rate will be very slow. And sometimes what happens, they don't require this kind of things. Every time they don't get permission. Some data packets are no need to get permission. Then they will use stateless firewall, where they will allow to the users point of view, that is stateless firewall, no doubt it will watch entire network traffic, but it will restrict or block the data packets at source and destination only, not in between. That means if the source end is passes, then it will go to the destination end. No, in between there is no filter is required. That is called stateless firewall. Coming to the second type of firewall, that is called application layer firewall or application firewall, which will act as the same thing which we include in antivirus package. If you purchase the antivirus, each antivirus vendor they have the option called as firewall, which is required for every applications or every apps. For example, if you are using browser, then when you will open the browser in your computer you have antivirus, then it will directly connect to the firewall software. It is not a device, it is the firewall software, or sometimes we are called as it is a client firewall. Or sometimes when you are using the authenticated websites like a telnet, like a BSNL, or you are called as database, sorry, any websites, then they use that firewall at the client level, not to the server level, and it will watch the traffic network at the client level by using FTP protocol, file transfer protocol, or telnet protocol, telephonic network protocol, or browser level applications. That is why it is called as application level application level firewall. Coming to the another type of firewall which is required for real server, which real server that have a proxy server. Now coming to the what is proxy server. When we are using some server like Google, Yahoo, YouTube, we are not directly connect to the real server of the YouTube, because the vendors they are not directly allowed to the, because it is very dangerous, because they don't want to take risk. That is why they have 2 or 3 proxy servers, and the clients or what we are uploading and downloading or browsing or accessing or searching, we are searching through proxy server, not to the real server. And to protect proxy server, they have the specific type of firewall that is called proxy firewall or proxy server firewall, and which protects to the real server then. And that is why most of the servers they cannot damage 100%, and they will be long life for years and years due to this system. Coming to the another type of firewall, that is called network address translator, or you are called as a NAT. Network address translator, it is mainly located at any gateway or private organizations, mostly because the private organization most have the confidential data, and whenever the data and whenever the packets that travels into the private area or coming from the private area, they require another type of firewall. They may use the firewall device, or they may use the software also. And if they use the LAN, then that is called LAN net. If they use at the WAN port, then it is called WAN net. And this can use the protected host behind a firewall commonly have addressed. That is why it is called private address range. Means all the IP address that are detected by this net firewall, and then only it will get permitted from the network administrator. So these are the 4 types of firewall that can use by any organization by their requirements. Coming to the Advantages and disadvantages of firewall. Advantages, as already we discussed, it is a protection tool and which protects to the weaker internet service or duplicate host or duplicate. It can automatically detect which one is the fake websites, which are the blogs, which are the spams. So all these things that can be protected. Second, it can provides, as because firewall is a central device, it will act as a centralized security administrator. That means it will easier to the network administrator because it will do lot of works of a network administrator centrally for basically in a LAN, local area network, because it will connect to all the clients and servers and it will blocks the data packets. It can detect the unauthorized access, even if it will block the spams, or if any cookies are coming, will come later, the cookies are coming, then it will show you the preferences whether you will use it or not use it. Next advantage is it is not dependent on to any other hardware and software, because whenever firewall is installed, whatever the requirement and hardware and softwares, that is enough, and they are used with their related hardware and software resources. And yet another advantage is it is the sophisticated packet filter scheming, and most of the first objective is the what is the meaning of firewall. It will filter the data packets which both incoming and outgoing packets. Coming to the disadvantage of this firewall, when you are using the firewall, obviously it has no capability that it can protect from all type of virus, and obviously we'll say it is not suitable for virus. You have to have use specially antivirus for that. Firewall with antivirus, firewall does not protect or kill any such type of virus. Second disadvantage is it cannot find the hackers. The hackers have more intelligent than the others. They can use any techniques to enter into your PC or user, and they will use, already we discussed about in the cyber crime. So firewall could not detect any hackers, so it is another demerit. And obviously if you have a such type of this specialized type of hardware and software you are installed, then entire network or data transfer rate becomes slower as per the normal speed rate. If the firewall blocks, detects and filters everything, it will do, the data transfer rate becomes slower. And firewalls are not designed in such a manner that it can ensure data confidentiality, and that is why the hackers can easily access the data. So you have to use your confidentiality. If you have any files, databases, informations, then after it passing away, or then if you are permitting, so it has no its own ability that it can find out confidentiality. So these are the some of the advantages and disadvantages of firewall, and this is the conclude of firewall. Next topic, coming to what is cookies. Generally cookies, the names is like chocolates, coconut cookies. Okay, maybe the names has given this one is a sweet name called cookies, but it may adversely affect the security hole by some persons misuse of cookies. But cookies are used by the user for their benefits and for their quicker access. What are the cookies? Cookies are actually called as information about you and your preferences, means your references. Some websites they store information in a small text files. The text files up to maximum up to 4 kilobytes, not more than. That is enough. Now, when you are using any website, you have observed whether you are using the Google, whether you are using in the web browser, then what happens every time when you are using the frequent use of your informations that does not require to retype again, only just to use that particular name and particular sentence, it will go lead to your direct destination, a very small text of in the form of kilobytes, maximum of 4 kilobytes, and these can record in their web servers. They can copy from our activities what we are typing in our computer web browser. They are automatically copied and they stored in the hard disk drive of our computer, also to the web servers. Cookies are generally the message that pass by the web servers generally, so that you can quickly access to them. When you are using Amazon or Flipkart, any online shopping will come here, then they will store these things so that they can identify you easily and your personal informations. This is the positiveness. So these can be misused by some unauthorized users also, some some duplicate or fake website owners also. That is the insecurity. Now, what are the types of cookies? Generally, again, as we have been seen in the firewall, there are 4 types. Here, cookies also 4 types of cookies. One is called session cookies. These cookies are coming for a working session. If you are working for 1 hour or 2 hour, they will record these text in the web servers for a session, and this session may be login to log out session, or this session may be starting from your computer to shut down the computer, and they will use for this because of when you leave out and when you break your work for some minutes, or that means they does not go back and does not come forward. It is like a pause method. When you are listening music, when you are listening a video, you are making pause. When you are watching a film, you are making pause, like that. Same thing, these cookies are as a session cookies. When session complete, then cookies will automatically stopped or vanished. Second cookies, persistent cookies. Sometimes we are called as they are flash cookies, and they are tracking, and sometimes we are called as tracking cookies. These cookies have a specific time period before they expired, and these are coming through different coming to our web browser or websites for some period of time, and these cookies are generally coming as a advertisement, flash, etc. and etc., so that you can quickly access. You don't need to go to type in the search engine or web browser, go to search. So they will come for some period of time to use it. For example, when you are using Play Store, so what you are thinking, some apps, the related apps are coming and going scroll, so that when you touch that one, you can easily access to other website or other apps. These are called persistent cookies. Third is secure cookies. They are found mostly with the web servers through HTTPS, and today most of the cookies are secure cookies, and these are maximum security. They provide maximum security to the user data through encryption or cryptography, already we discussed about. So these secure cookies mostly found in the use of digital signature or in the phase of most of the trusted websites. They will use secure cookies. Coming to the cheapest cookies, or we are called as zombie cookies. These cookies are coming while you are playing the games, mostly games or in the entertainment fields, watching movies. These cookies are automatically recreated after if you are deleting them also. You watch these things in when you are playing, it is sometimes irritate you also. When you are playing a movie, something advertisement or some information, some offers are coming as a small window like a flash player with a cross symbol. These are called as zombie cookies. When you click on to this one, it will lead to their access so that they can attract you to use their information. So these are the four types of cookies that we use. Now, what are the uses of cookies? Where we went? Four areas. First, we will use the cookies to track websites very easily. That is called tracking websites. When we visit most of the websites, we found the servers, they have generated or created some cookies to identify you and your personal informations. And these personal informations they automatically capture and they can kept in their web server. And when you enter to the second time, then you don't need to fill up every time as like a forms all the information about you. For example, in you using Google search engine or web browser, whatever the you are using, so these websites automatically come to as your window which are most frequently you are using, so that there is no need to type and you are going to web server, it will take some times, so wasting of time to know to that. So they will use the tracking websites cookies. And some are cookies are there were used in the webmasters. Webmasters are generally used with some editing softwares and some called as advertisement banners. So like offers, or you are called as your advertisements or banners or ads. So when they are coming as a flash player, so this is attract to you so that you can visit their websites. So all the commercial websites they mostly uses these webmaster cookies. Coming to the third type, which is most frequently used, that is through online shopping. Whenever you are going to one online shopping, they will lead to the another online shopping, because all the online shoppers they are their web server are integrated to each other. When you are getting any when you are putting some information before purchasing, like your name, address, phone number, email id, account number. For example, let us say most of the people we are using in India Amazon. Suppose you already purchased a product, that means you are giving almost all the information to Amazon. Next time when you are purchasing, you they don't need to ask all these things. Just you pass your credit card, only CVV number and your that ATM number, that is enough, and pass a OTP. And they don't require any name address because already they stored in their web server. Why? Because for their easiest access or not consuming your time. So they use with the cookies. That is their technique. That is online shopping cookies. Coming to the another cookies, most of the databases, 90% databases, they are using cookies for their. For example, let us say when you are applying in +2, you must have used our own database called as SAMS database, which was created by DHE Odisha, Director of Higher Education Odisha, and you have been used with your common application form CAF online form for joining into the +2, your name, address, everything. and some informations already stored. If you have a BSc Odisha student and they did not require any that called as your male or female, your name, roll number and marks already they have stored, and they used with the integrated database from BSc board to the DHE Odisha board. And that due to your the database cookies, and these cookies quickly returns the already used information from your customized page. And these are the very important topic today we discussed about, that is what is firewall, what are the four types of firewall, and what are the advantages of firewall, and what are the disadvantages of firewall, and what are the cookies and types of cookies and their uses. Thank you.